Sige, let's start. We have distributed forces, centroids, and center of gravity. So, itong chapter na to is medyo mahaba, no? So, yung topic na to. So, kailangan ng isang exam talaga, no? And even yung 1.5 hour na exam natin, parang hindi kasya para matest yung knowledge nyo about this, no? Kasi mahaba yung coverage na to. But yung coverage na to is some of the parts easy, pero may mga parts din na mahirap. Labi na yung integration, no? But, sige lang, discuss lang natin to. Let's start with this one, the content. So, yung content ng chapter na to, we have planar centers of gravity and centroids. Yan, mga considerations of centroids, additional application ng centroids, and center of gravity and centroids of volume. So, the same as with the other chapter, hinati pa rin to into two, no? So, meron tayong 2D at saka 3D, no? So, for this lecture, i-discuss natin yung dalawa, no? 2D and 3D. So, ayan. So, yung chapter na to is all about centroids or yung center of gravity natin. Ano ba yung center of gravity? Kung sasabihin natin center of gravity, that is a point wherein yung weight natin is applied, no? So, again, the center of gravity is a point through which the force of gravity acts on an object or a system. So, gravity, di ba, na-discover yan Isaac Newton, no? So kung hindi pa siya buhay, wala tayo nito, no? Hindi tayo papahirapan nito, no? So basically before si Newton, parang yung about gravity is extra lang niya sa time, no? Si Newton, Isaac Newton, is very fascinated into two topics, no? One is alchemy and yung isa is about the second coming ni Christ. No? So yan yung pinagtutuunan talaga niya ng pansin, no? And other topics like calculus at saka yung gravity parang extra lang, no? Halos naubos yung oras niya sa pag-turn ng isang element into gold, no? Kasi kapag may knowledge ka ganyan, syempre madatog gid ka, no? Madatog gid ka kay sinan ka isa ka element gawin mong gold, no? And then other fascination ni Newton is yung second coming ni Christ, no? So nag-research siya about mga accounts, kinalculate niya, ayan. And then yung prediction niya, di ba sa Islam at saka Christianity naman is na anong tawag doon? Parang sinabi naman doon na si Christ is babalik, si Jesus Christ is babalik dito sa earth natin, no? So ayan, so prediction niya is about mga 2040 ata or 2040, I don't know, no? Basta ito parang yung about gravity is extra lang, no? So when we talk about center of gravity, that is just an imaginary point wherein yung gravity daw is theoretically applied. No? Di ba, if kung mag-solve tayo sa 161 natin, if we have a plate here, maglagay tayo ng force dito, may force doon, may force doon. And then di ba kapag pinagsama-sama natin lahat ng forces, and then in-apply natin into a certain point, merong certain point na paglalagyan natin ng resultant wherein yung effect ng maraming in-apply natin na force is the same lang sa pinagsama-samang force applied at a center or at a point, a certain point. No? So, daghan kayo ng mga forces. Ayan, in-apply natin. Yung mga forces na yan, pwede natin palitan ng isang force na tinatawag nating resultant applied at a certain point. Where in that certain point, kung ilagay natin yung resultant na yan, parang the same lang yung effect nila. No? So, that certain point is what we term as the center of gravity. So in this chapter, yan yung hahanapin natin. Saan natin ilalagay yung resultant natin wherein kung papalitan natin lahat ng mga forces applied by a resultant applied at that point, the same yung effect nila. No? In reality kasi, if we have an object, yung weight mo is not actually applied at that point. No? At that point, actually yung weight mo is caused by the elemental weights na nararamdaman ng every particle ng katawan mo. No? So for example, we have this object. So this object is composed of many particles. And then every particle na yan is meron tayong mga weight or elemental weight. Kada isa yan. No? So sabi dito sa statics, lahat yan, pwede kong i-sum up yan lahat. I-sum up niya lahat, wherein kung i-sum up natin, ano yung result? That is the resultant, no? And then i-apply natin at that point wherein yung ito at saka ito, somewhat the same lang yung static equilibrium nila or statics nila. No? So yung hahanapan natin dito is ano yung mga distances na to? Ano yung x bar at saka y bar? Okay? So to do that, ano yung gagawin natin? First is, i-sum up natin lahat ng force. Di ba? So ano yung mga forces dito? We have this one, this one, this one. Tama? So sum up lahat. And then, di ba sabi natin that ito siya at saka ito, the same lang dapat yung effect, yung statics nito. So therefore, ang moment nito along y-axis should be the same as the sum of all the moments of the elemental weights. No? So kung ito, for example, ito, W2, ano yung moment arm niya? Ito siya, X2. This one here, ano yung moment arm niya? X1. How about this one? Ano yung moment arm niya? Along y-axis, no? This is, sabihin natin, xn. No? So, kung isum up daw natin lahat yan, sabihin natin, ano yun? Ano yung moment nito? That is, moment arm times the force, which is the weight, no? Delta W1 plus x2 delta W2 plus dot lahat yan plus xn delta Wn. Kung isum up daw natin yan lahat, it should be the same lang yan sa moment din ito. The x bar times W. No? Now, looking at here, mga particles, sobrang liit nito. No? And then, isum up natin yan lahat ng mga maliliit. Itong expression natin dito is just equal to integral of x dw. No? Di ba ang meaning naman ng integration is isum up natin lahat ng mga maliliit. No? Isum up natin lahat ng mga moments ng every elemental weight. No? So this one here is equal to x bar w. Or if i-rearrange natin tong equation na to, we have x bar is just equal to the integral of x dw over w. No? So ito yung expression natin. Ito yung center of gravity natin sa x. X lang. How about y? The same pa rin yung y. Palitan lang natin to ng y. We have y bar is equal to integral of y dw over w. So ito yung paulit-ulit natin na formula for this chapter. The center of gravity. No? So ayan lang. So erase natin to. Proceed. Now, how about if instead of having a plane object or an object na may 3 dimensions, how about wire? The same pa rin yung wire, no? The same pa rin yung gagawin natin for the wire. The same formula, no? So, ayan lang. The same explanation as kanina, no? The formula is also the same. But apply lang to dito sa wire. Now we have centroid. Ano yung pagkakaiba ng centroid sa center of gravity? No? Ang center of gravity, if we have a 3D object, no? Yan yung sinabi natin kanina, a point wherein pwede natin palitan lahat ng mga forces ng every particle into a resultant force applied at that point. That is the center of gravity. Ano naman yung centroid? So centroid is somehow parang meron kang object, meron kang plane. No? Yung plane natin is merong area. And then if yung plane natin, the same material all throughout, sabihin natin this is made of aluminum. No? Every area nito is made of aluminum. And then the same yung thickness niya. The same yung thickness. No? Yung makukuha mong center of gravity dito is what we term as centroid. No? So basically, centroid is the center of mass of the geometric object of uniform density. So if we have a homogeneous material, the same yung material natin all throughout, and then sabihin natin the same yung thickness, so basically yung makonsider natin is yung area lang niya, ayan, yung makukuha natin is centroid. No? Centroid. This is the centroid of an area. No? So ayan, for example, yung cardboard natin. Cardboard natin. Same yung thickness, no? The same din yung material na gamit, cardboard lahat. I-balance mo yan. Kung saan yung point na mababalance mo siya, that is its centroid. No? Kung saan natin siya mababalance. Okay? So, basically, yung centroid is center of weight lang yan, no? Kung titingnan natin, ano ba yung volume, formula ng volume natin? Di ba yung formula natin kanina, we have x bar W is equal to the integral of x dw. Now, knowing that our weight natin, ano yung formula ng weight? We have specific gravity times the volume. Tama? Now, yung ano natin, yung object natin dito, ano yung sabi natin dito? It's a plane. wherein uniform yung thickness, no? So if we have a plane, ayan, and then uniform yung thickness niya, no? So kung ito yung area niya and then yung thickness niya is T, ano yung volume niya? Volume niya is just area times T, tama? Area times thickness lang. Now, kung i-substitute natin dito, we have gamma area times thickness, no? So if we have dW, i-d din natin to, gamma AT. Now, di ba sabi natin kanina that the same material all throughout, no? The same material, ibig sabihin, yung specific weight natin dito is constant. So, pwede natin yan mapalabas sa differential, no? How about its thickness? Sabi natin, uniform thickness. So, constant din. So, pwede natin mapalabas, tama? Now, the only hindi constant dito is yung area. So, we have this one as dW is equal to gamma T times dA. If we try to substitute this one here, dito, we have x bar. Ano yung weight natin? We have gamma AT is equal to integral of x. Ano yung dW? dW is just this one. Constant ang gamma at saka t. So, pwede natin mapalabas, no? So, we have gamma t integral of x dA. So, ito, cancel, hindi. Maka-cancel ang gamma, cancel ang t, cancel din yung t. So, yung matitira, x bar is equal to integral of x dA all over A. So, ito yung expression natin. No? So, ayan lang. That is for the centroid. Kanina, we have center of gravity. And now, we have the centroid. Centroid naman area. Sige, erase natin to. Now, how about... Erase natin to muna. How about if we apply that to a line sa 2D natin? No? So, yung gagawin kanina, if we have x here, we have w here, kung i-apply natin yan sa line, yung a natin, papalitan lang natin ng L. No? So, we have x bar is equal to integral of x dl over L. Where the L here is the total length of our wire. No? So, kung ano yung length nito, that is our L. Okay? So, ayan lang. So, we have three equations na na-introduce natin dito. We have for the weight, for the area, and for the length. No? So, mamaya i-apply natin yan. We have here, ano naman yung ito? Yung formula natin kanina, na this one, x bar is equal to the integral of x dA, ayan, that is basically our first moment of area. No? Yung tinatawag nating first moment of area, denoted by Q. Okay, denoted by Q. So, yung formula na ito, integral of x dA, that is also equal to x bar A, di ba? That is our QY, no? So, yung tatandaan nyo lang dito, if we have x here, yung sub niya dito is y, no? So, this is the first moment of area, ito, this is the first moment of area with respect to y-axis. Di ba? Kasi bakit with respect to y-axis? Di ba sa ating first figure kanina? Ito, kung naalala nyo, ayan. Di ba yung ginawa nating moment, yung moment arm is ito, no? X1, ay X2, this one here is our X1, di ba? No? Yung moment niya is X. And then saan tayo nag-moment? With respect sa y-axis. No, with respect sa y-axis. So that's why in our equation, we have here, the X bar A is with respect to the y-axis. No? So kung tatanungin ka, what is the first moment of area with respect to y-axis? Ano yung formula mo? X bar A. Okay? Klaro? Sige. Proceed. Now, kung magsusolve tayo ng centroids or center of gravity, hindi always natin sinusolve, binibigay yung equation. Minsan, automatic na. No? Automatic natin may indicate kung nasaan yung centroid natin by using these symmetries. No? So if we have an axis of symmetry, automatic yan that our centroid is located on that axis of symmetry. No? For example, you have this one. Symmetric siya along the line BB prime. Tama? Kasi kung i-fold natin to, the same lang sila. No? So therefore, sabi dito that if we have an axis of symmetry, its centroid is located on that line of symmetry. No? So for this example, nandito yung centroid natin. Hindi pa natin alam kung dito ba, dito ba, dito ba. Basta alam natin that it is along this line. No? So if we have two axes of symmetry, the intersection of the two axes of symmetry is where our centroid is located. No? Pero kung isa lang yung axis of symmetry natin, hindi natin ma-indicate directly. No? So ayan, we have axis of symmetry. Somewhere dito yung centroid. Dito naman, axis of symmetry, so somewhere nandito yung centroid. No? Now, how about this one? We have a triangle here. No? Ito siya, may axis of symmetry dito. Kung i-fold natin to, the same lang. And then kung dito din, axis of symmetry. Di ba sabi ko kanina that the intersection of two axes of symmetry is where our centroid is located. No? How about this one? The same pa rin. Nandito yung centroid natin. So, hindi na natin yan isosolve diretso. Hindi na natin yan isosolve. Diretso na yan. That the centroid is located here. Okay? Now, meron din tayong tinatawag na center of symmetry. No? If we have a center of symmetry, automatic that its centroid is located at that point. So, ano ba yung center of symmetry? For example, ito siya. Center of symmetry is, if we have this distance here, and then i-project natin dito, the same sila. No? For example, ito at saka ito, may mass dito. Pagdating niya dito, may mass din. No? Kung ito, dito, uy, walang mass. Dito, sa kabila, uy, walang mass. Dito, uy, walang mass. Dito, walang mass. Ayan, so every line, at the same distance, ayan, kung the same sila may mass, or walang mass, that point here is its center of symmetry. And at the center of symmetry, that is where our centroid is located. No? So ayan lang, intersection of the axis of symmetry and the point wherein the center of symmetry is located. No? Diyan malolocate natin yung centroid. Okay? Now, minsan, sa mga problems natin, sinusolve natin yan, di ba? Pero minsan, if we have mga regular shape na mga objects or mga geometric figures, automatic na nakatabulate kung saan located yung centroid. No? So, for this example, for this table, nandito nakatabulate lahat. So, what I want you to do is to memorize this one. Pero minsan, if lagi kang nagsusolve, hindi mo na to i-memorize kasi memorize mo na yan automatic. No? So, ayan, kung sige kang solve, ma-memorize mo that yung centroid ng semicircle is ito lang pala, ganito. No? Pero kung ayaw mo mag-solve, pwede na po ninyo i-memorize na. No? Pero kung lagi kang magsosolve, automatic ma-memorize mo to kasi lagi-lagi mo itong magagamit. Okay? So, ayan, tabulated na, no? Ano ulit yung centroid natin in 2D? We have the X bar and the Y bar. So, ayan, tabulated na yan lahat. And then also, the area. Nandito. No? So, marami yan. We have triangular area, quarter circle. So, ayan. We have also this one, parabolic spandrel, general spandrel, circular sector. No? So, ayan. We have also for the lines. Ayan. What you do or what you need to do is to memorize lahat yan. No? So, hindi yan given sa exam. Okay? So, ayan. Let's proceed to this one. Composite plates and wire. So, anong meron dito? So, for this chapter, magbibigay tayo ng mga examples sa 3 categories. No? So, sa 2D natin, we have 2. We have for the lines and then for the areas. So, ilolocate natin nasaan yung centroid ng area or nasaan yung centroid ng line. For the 3D, we have volumes. No? So, volume. So, ilolocate natin in 3-dimensional space nasaan yung centroid ng volume natin. So, hinati natin to into dalawa. No? We have for the composite and non-composite. No? Ano yung kaibahan ng composite sa non-composite? Yung composite natin, ito siya is composed of different regular shapes. No? For example, yung i-analyze natin dito sa area, yung mga shape nito is somewhat, for example, meron kang rectangle. Sa taas ng rectangle, meron kang circle. Dito naman sa left side niyan, meron siyang triangle. So basically, yung shape ng area natin is a combination of semicircle, rectangle, at saka triangle. Kung i-combine mo yung tatlo, nasaan yung centroid niya? No? So, itong semicircle may centroid somewhere dito. Yung triangle, somewhere dito. Yung rectangle, somewhere dito. Kung i-combine natin yung tatlo, nasaan yung centroid niya located? So, yan yung composite areas. How about non-composite area? So, for example, we have a shape of ito. Ayan. And then, yan yung shape natin. No? So, ilolocate mo nasaan yung centroid nito. If this line here is defined by a function. No? So, paano mo ilolocate yung centroid nito if ito yung shape natin? No? So, non-composite areas. How about lines? So, kung lines natin, pag ganito, 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 Ayan. Or for non-composite line, what if yan yung line natin? Okay? So yung volume, the same pa rin. No? Yan lang. So for non-composite areas, yung gagamitin natin ditong formula is, yung x bar is equal to integral of x, sabihin natin dA over A. So yung gagamitin natin dito is integral. No? Dito naman sa composite, yung gagamitin natin dito is x bar is equal to summation of XA over A natin. So instead of using integral here, dito is summation lang. So magsam-sum lang tayo. Dito naman is mag-integrate tayo. So you need to recall your integration, no? In this topic. So ayan lang. So basically yung gagawin natin dito is to give examples every isa dito. No? So ayan. And then mamaya, we'll have Papus Guldinos, another application ng centroid natin. No? Sige. Let's have composite areas muna. Composite areas and lines. Or composite plates and wires. No? Let's have this example. So ano yung gagawin natin ng composite area? So from our formula na ito, yung gagawin natin is hatiin lang natin to siya into regular shape, geometric shapes. No? So for the example, ito siya. And then, evaluate natin yung formula natin using these compositions. Okay? Let's have an example. Before we proceed sa example, no, meron tayong convention. No, ano yung convention natin? For example, this one here, no? Di ba yung kukunin natin is x bar, its moment arm, and then yung area niya. And then after makuha natin yung x at saka a natin, umultiply natin yung dalawa. After natin ma-multiply yung dalawa, i-sum up natin yan. Yan na yung first moment of area natin, no? So maklaro natin na siya mamaya sa example, no? Yung convention natin dito is if nasa negative y-axis tayo, yung moment arm natin should be negative. Okay? How about the area? If yung area natin dito is nabawasan, yung isusulat natin dito is a negative area. No? So ayan lang. So for example, ito circle, no? So yung area niya dito is negative. Okay? Sige, para klaro, let's have an example.